Share with me how you ensure that you have an authentic and genuine relationship through the process of initial prospecting and throughout the initial course of a transaction.
Yeah, and that's a great question. I think for me, it's not about like reaching out and saying, "Hey, we're interested in buying you. What do you think?" It's really about sort of building that trust, building that interest in wanting to be more engaged with each other. And that takes time. I have a great example of a deal that I did at LogMeIn where I met this company when they were in their early stages, and we just sort of kept the dialogue open. I introduced them to other people within the company on the technology and product side. They got more familiar with this company and the product that it was building. And once they had gotten to some level of scale, we had that relationship already in place. So we were in a position to be able to do that acquisition and be able to do that acquisition proactively as opposed to reactively, say, in an auction process. And I think that it's important for me to with all the CEOs and all the other folks that I interact with at companies is to build that trust and to educate them more on progress too and get them or the company that I'm working for, whether it's Progress or LogMeIn in the past or Akamai, and getting them excited about, wow, think about the things I could do at Progress that I can't do on my own, or that if I want to do on my own, I'm going to need to raise a lot more capital to do it. It's going to take me a lot more time to do it. I'm going to have to take on significant more dilution to do it. This Progress thing is a little bit more interesting. And then what I do is I try to get them introduced to more folks within the Progress family. So having them talk to the GM of a business unit, having them talk to folks on the product side. One of the best things for me is when you see product folks talking to product folks on the other side, and you can just tell right away if there's a vision match there, because they just get so giddy and they could just go on for hours and hours talking about products, talking about technology. And it's building those relationships, not just me but the entire team of folks that will be involved in an acquisition. And over the course of the time, those conversations evolve, and you can then start to segue into, well, maybe there's more that we should be doing together. And those are usually the points where the target companies are more receptive to it. Or if the target company is at sort of that inflection point, they know they have the relationship with me, and they can reach out to me and leverage that relationship to potentially avoid having to go through a long process, but do a deal with us.
This is really